Coming to you live from New York City and elsewhere, it's Podcast 2, with your host, Jacob the Loofah.
This episode of Podcast 2, sponsored by Dead Ends.
I did not give you any money to say the name of my show.
Well, now you
Morally
gotta.
sponsored.
Now you have to. That's how it works. I can just say
I'll give you the domain mozzarella.fun for free.
Oh my god, I love it. Let's start the fucking episode, please.
I'm buying mozzarella.fun
Let's just
right
all
now.
5 seconds of silence before we start talking again, so it doesn't get muddied up in there.
Okay.
No, I don't give a shit. Okay. Hello and welcome to Podcast 2, the sequel to everything, a podcast where we come up with the sequel to everything. This is the pilot episode, so things are kind of wibbly wobbly and jiggly, so we're gonna figure it out for ourselves. But I am joined today by my three special guests. We are joined by Jack.
Hey, that's me.
Seth Slimy Rollins.
Yeah, that's it. That's me.
And Orion.
Oh, cool. We're sounding off. I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah.
Great.
You didn't
Flawless.
realize it by two people in?
No.
Third time's the charm, as they say.
All right.
All right, so the point of this episode, of this podcast, is, of course, to come up with we bring a topic to an episode. We come up with multiple ideas of how we can make this thing better. And the end goal of each episode is to come up with that thing 2, the sequel to that thing. Hence, Podcast 2, which is a throwback to a joke from Cast Quest Cast where they came up with Weed 2, the sequel to Weed.
Weed 2.
And that is a future episode, probably going to be doing it next 420. We should have fucking done an episode on 420 where we did Weed 2.
If only you had gotten everything together.
Nice fucking
If only
job,
my
Jacob.
life wasn't a giant disaster.
Well, I mean, it was like the day after my birthday, so I was still riding up, like, being 20 years old.
Well, we still got, like, the secondary high.
Yeah.
I've never done a weed in my life.
Listen, I'm like doing weed right now. I'm injecting marijuana straight into my fucking veins in order to get this.
I'm
weed
injecting.
on me.
I've got the joint straight in my dick hole. It's great.
All right,
I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Okay, let's get into the topic. Today's topic is Food 2, the sequel to Food. It's a pretty general topic, but we've obviously gotten a lot of practice right now talking about
let's
food.
break down, I think, Food 1.
Okay,
Food one.
so
Food
The
one.
existing food.
Food 1 is like I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you only really eat food when you're hungry. It's just like there. You don't
Speak
ever
for yourself.
I don't
eat
know,
food when
but,
I'm
like,
bored.
Food is just like it's for nourishment, and a lot of
Speak
people.
for yourself.
I don't know. It's
What
just.
kind of food are you eating?
Candy, mostly.
Yeah, fun
I wouldn't
food.
say candy is very nourishing.
Exactly. So, are you saying that candy is not food?
Candy, you know what? Maybe.
Food 2. The first idea, Food 2, but candy is food.
All right. So candy counts as food now in our food too.
Yes.
What else do we know about food?
There is a general scale on which something is healthy and something does not taste good, and those are inverse correlative.
All right. So for the people who are dumb as shit in our audience, what does that mean?
I'm really glad you know that. I'm really glad you know what that
As
means. I know
the
what that means.
healthiness goes up, the taste goes down.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, generally. Because
Generally.
people are like...
Kale is pretty good.
People are like, a Dorito, that good nacho flavor. It's not very good for you. It's got 2 ingredients, and they are crunch and grease. And then you're like...
Well, there's also the cheese in there. There's
yeah,
some
the
form
cheese-
of artificial or perhaps naturally flavored cheese.
Is the Dorito cheese even food though? Is it even like a substance?
if you separated it from the Dorito, no, it's a seasoning.
Okay. Figuring out the format of each episode, we have to start each episode by coming up with a definitive definition of what the object 1 is. So we have to come up with what food 1 is before we get on to Food 2.
All right.
Food 1, you eat it.
Well,
You
I mean,
eat
you
it,
put
and
it in
it
your
nourishes your body.
There's a lot that you put in your mouth, Trash.
Some of it tastes good. Some of it tastes
Orion,
real
I didn't
bad.
mean to say by your Discord name.
Please don't call me out like this.
Jacob's
Not
been jacked into
your
into
podcast.
Discord too long.
Listen,
He's
don't
forgetting
think that
people's
you're
real
the
names.
shittiest one here. My name on Discord is Jacob Half-Life 1 Kleiner the Loofah. So let's just be on even grounds.
Just a long... Food 1, I think...
Food 1,
are gonna-
there has to be a degree to which you consume something to the sole objective. I'm going to ignore your name. Food 1 is... I can't even read the whole thing. I put many things in my, I'm assuming, mouth profile. Anyway,
Yeah.
Food 1, the objective of Food 1 is to fill up your stomach. That is the objective. There's lots of things you put in your stomach, which there's lots of things you put in your mouth, which are not objectively to fill your hunger. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you can eat like people with pica will eat. Like,
Yeah.
fruits.
That's not food.
It's a
though.
compulsion, which is
Nutrition
actually, I believe, driven by your brain saying, hey, this thing has nutrients. You're lacking nutrients. Eat it.
Yeah, but a
All
fork
those
is
couch
not.
cushion nutrients.
Yeah, a fork is not food. It's a food tool.
Well, the fork comes out. That's why gum is not food, because it goes out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why teeth
But
aren't
lollipop
food either,
is
because
food.
they're
Well,
already
lollipop
there.
gets reduced and goes down the stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've generally agreed that food is something that you put in your mouth, you swallow it.
Yes.
With the objective of like enjoying it
Can't
as
process
an
it.
item
the
to swallow.
idea is that it provides nutrients. It provides fuel for your bod.
There are 4 categories. There's taste, hunger, and nutrients, and just enjoyment.
Yeah.
So-
I think
thing-
that's.
The thing
Yeah.
about food 1, it's already pretty good. I think we can all agree on that. How are we going to
But
make
it could
food-
be better.
Yeah, how,
pretty
how, though?
It's pretty good. Here's the thing. I think this show exists for 2 reasons, because either something is bad and needs to be redone better, or
Something is good.
something is good enough that it deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
I would
Getting
like
it-
to share with you guys my pitch for food 2.
Let's get into our first pitch for food 2. Jack, bring it on.
All right. So, you know about the Pillsbury toaster strudel?
I do know about the
Yes.
Pillsbury
They're-
toaster strudel.
They're okay. They're frozen, right? They're convenient. You put them in the toaster, you heat them up, and then you put icing on there.
Yaha.
But by like 10:30, 11 a.m., I feel weird eating a toaster strudel because it's a breakfast thing. I'm saying,
Wait, first of all, when do you eat breakfast if 10:30 is not breakfast time?
it's like when I get up.
When do you get
by
up
the
at
time,
like 7 a.m.?
by the time.
I get
Yeah,
up at 6:15.
by the time it becomes like lunchtime, it's weird to eat a toaster strudel because it's a sugary breakfast time treat. And so I'm thinking, my first idea was like, well, toaster strudels need to branch out because it's a good format for food. But then I realized all food could just be this, because you've got some kind of pastry that's safe to touch with your hands, you've got some kind of filling, and then you've got some kind of sauce in a fun little packet. So even though it came out of a box frozen and you toasted it, you feel like you made it. And so I was thinking, like, what if instead of apple in there or whatever, whatever sweet breakfast time thing, you get a toaster strudel and it's still pastry on the outside, but you open it up and what's in there? It's pulled pork. And then in that
So-
little packet, instead of icing, it's some
Wait,
sweet baby Ray's.
What you're
First of all-
describing is
first
like
of
a
all-
really shitty sandwich, though.
Yeah, first of all, full disclosure, I made, on the topic of like when you can eat breakfast, I made bacon, eggs, and toast like an hour ago. So, but here's the thing
Yeah,
about
that's
what
true.
you're getting at. You're getting at the idea of like a universal, like the toaster strudel as a universal casing for all
Yeah,
food.
I think pretty much all food. If you think about it, like it's difficult to name a meal that you couldn't experience in this format. Like you could have a toaster strudel. It's a pouch of garlic bread and it's full of spaghetti on the inside.
Like I've literally seen like a growing trend on like food YouTube sites talking about soup dumplings, which I've never heard of, where they like take soup, they make it into gelatin, put it in the dumpling, you let it sit, and then you cook it, and then you basically like pierce it, drink the soup, and then you eat the dumpling. Like
All right.
if you can eat
yeah,
soup in a
no.
dumpling,
Okay, real quick.
Okay,
I
so
mean, sure.
my
Are
suggestion.
we not saying the
so-
name of the toaster strudel brand?
is toaster strudel's
not
like?
saying the name?
I thought toaster strudel was the.
I said it at the
copywritten name.
beginning.
So
Okay. I'm just quietly seething because I know what.
all right,
Jake
so
is.
No, I'm
going
not.
off-
I'm talking about Pillsbury toaster strudels. We're not talking about Pop Tarts, but we will talk about Pop Tarts.
Hopefully.
Pop-Tarts are similar, but I think a Pop-Tart is like, I think the key, the difference to me, like a Pop-Tart to a toaster strudel, it's like checkers and chess, basically. Because a Pop-Tart's fine, but a toaster strudel, you get to do the last step in the process. You get to cut that packet open and put the packet on there so that you feel like you made it.
Here's what I'm saying. Toaster
So-
strudel is a degree to which like companies are trying to make you feel like you made something. A Pop-Tart is like just a thing with dense, like the difference is like the flakiness of the toaster strudel and the denseness of the dough of the
and that
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart
what-
pastry,
and what
God.
And what Orion is leading to is a fun discussion I've engaged in multiple times on my own server.
Please.
Proposing the question, are Pop-Tarts ravioli?
No.
So, okay.
There's
but-
one thing
but
on
hold
Earth
on.
that no, Jacob. There's one thing on Earth that is ravioli, and it's
But
already
here's the
called
thing.
ravioli.
Here's the thing you
There's
gotta
no
think about.
thing. I know that they share characteristics, but it's not even a Venn diagram. It's two separate circles.
Then what is dessert ravioli?
It doesn't
That's not a
exist.
real fucking
Yeah,
thing.
Google dessert ravioli and you will see dessert ravioli. A Pop-Tart is a dessert ravioli,
What's
therefore
in it?
Pop-Tart is
Dessert.
ravioli.
Okay, let's go to the.
All right, no, you know what? Here's the thing. What makes a ravioli is
That's
pasta
yeah.
dough.
What's the difference between pasta dough and other dough?
Pasta
made for
turns into
pasta.
pasta, and other
Composition.
dough turns into other stuff.
You can't
Yeah, but
make
that's just
bread
in
out
how you
spaghetti,
bake
you
it.
dipshit.
It's all flour, salt,
it's
a little bit of
composition,
yeast,
like,
maybe,
it's
maybe
actually-
eggs.
Okay,
it's all
so-
flour.
Yeah, that's how dough works.
The
You-
proportions are different.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts and ravioli are both made out of atoms. That doesn't mean we should call them the same thing.
Jacob,
Maybe
like,
we should. Maybe
No.
this fucking 8-ball that I have on my desk is ravioli. There could be some flour atoms in there.
I don't think it is, because you wouldn't eat
Hey,
it. I would not fill up a bowl.
Not
of
all
I would
ravioli
not-
is edible. This is an outer casing. There's liquid
Okay,
inside.
no, because not all
It's basically a
ravioli
soup
is
dumpling,
edible.
and therefore a soup dumpling is basically a Pop-Tart, in which is basically
dipshits,
a
shut up.
ravioli.
All right.
No,
This is
because I
getting-
wouldn't put
no,
a soup dumpling
fuck
in
you.
the toaster.
We need to stop this.
Not
This is
with that
getting-
attitude.
This is getting way too heated.
I didn't come here to
Jack,
have
I
It's
It's
getting
exact-
heated like a
Jacob
nicely
did,
toasted
like,
ravioli Pop-Tarts.
Can I suggest something for food too, really quick?
Let's
To
get
off
on to
this
another idea for food too.
extremely heated argument.
I've actually got a
propose-
list of all the formerly
Jacob-
discussed ideas of food too, so I can pull those out if we
Alright.
need.
Jacob,
Yeah.
let's just get rid of gelatin in general. I mean,
No,
Jello,
hold on.
Jello is fine, but anything else that involves gelatin is universally disgusting.
I will tell you something for legitimacy. If you make homemade chicken stock, delicious homemade chicken stock with chicken wings and all sorts of things like that, Noah is proposing that they join right now.
That they jump in late.
I mean,
DLC character.
listen. Hang on. I'm gonna type as I speak. If
They'd
you
be
don't
way out,
think
extremely out of
I'm
sync.
willing to sync again, but God, I don't know how to type and talk. To sync and
Yeah, don't do that.
sync in the middle of the episode again. You don't know me well enough. So maybe we'll have a fifth, another guest joining. We'll see. But
Yeah.
if not, then
I do
all
wanna
that's
say
being
that,
cut out.
Yeah, I do want to say that, proposing that gelatin be removed from food entirely, there wouldn't be any gummy candy.
That's what I was-
what's
what I was
gonna
about to say,
What's
like,
gonna
it-
hold my vitamins together?
Yeah,
if we
like,
get rid of
like all those
gelatin.
Flintstones gummy bears and stuff.
Yeah, and
I think Noah's
marshmallows.
actually joining, so this is going to be a disaster.
Now, see,
Oh,
in my
boy.
now,
I'm
see,
down
I-
for it. Anyway, what I was saying, if you make homemade chicken stock and you get some really cartilage and bone-filled chicken wings as your meat, and then all the other stuff is veg, and then you strain it and then you refrigerate it, you're gonna get a jiggly ass stock, and that is good because that has the gelatin from the bones and the cartilage
that's what
melting
it
into
is.
the soup. That's how you know it's good. And then
Yeah.
you turn
Yeah,
it
but-
into Jello shots and fill it with vodka. I guess I don't know what. drink
that's-
comes
I
together.
No, that's the
chicken
thing-
soup Jello shots is such an insane concept
That-
because it's you have to be feeling sick, but you still have to be feeling good enough that you.
I
think
mean, it's
you can
like
handle
I've been
a Jell-O
sick.
shot.
I've been whenever I get sick, it always goes to my throat. And my mom, I don't drink, but my mom has offered drink a little bit of whiskey. It's good for your throat. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's kind of like
No,
throat
Oh, boy.
Windex.
So, okay, hi Noah.
Hello, Noah.
I'm in my underwear. Continue the show.
No, we gotta sync. No, we gotta sync again.
We have to sync again.
First of all,
Open
start
Audacity.
recording. Please start recording.
I am recording. I am.
Okay,
Alright.
we're gonna
I'm
go
being
to
too loud.
time.is.
Okay.
Noah missed out on time.it.
You missed
Yo-
an insane adventure
You missed
of a
food.
guy
It.
who
You'll
parked
find out
a
about it.
billion
Anyway, we gotta go to
Italian food
time.is.
restaurants.
Hello again, cast. We're going to.
Are we
the-
just gonna start over or
Play the
No, we're
intro
not
again.
starting over. We're continuing the episode.
All right.
with a
We've
new
got
guest.
so much good tape already.
We're not starting over. Do you know how much I don't give a shit about the legitimacy of my product? This is fun. I love it.
That's completely fair. All right.
Noah, are you on time.is?
Jacob,
No, I'm not.
when we're
I'm gonna-
discussing
I'm gonna
your pitch
re-listen
for this
to-
pilot, I am gonna let everyone know that you said that.
Oh, come on. Okay, it's a
We're
pilot
gonna-
episode. It's supposed to be rough around
We're
the
gonna
edges.
walk right into
or in the
like,
middle of the podcast.
We're gonna walk right up to like how stuff knows in Atlanta and say, "Hey, here's this demo tape we have," and you're just gonna like throw us all into an individual dumpster.
I'm gonna go to like the headquarters of Luminous Studios. Quinn's gonna be
building that
sitting
there
there
is.
in like a pantsuit,
Quinn
and I'm
is
just gonna
gonna be si-
I'm gonna
Quinn's gonna be
slam
sitting
this on the
behind her
desk and say,
big
"Please
desk."
give me money," and she will look me in the eyes and kill me with a stare, and I will
Yeah.
die right there.
Yeah, I'm at
Noah, are you on
time.it.
time.is?
It's telling me to enable Adobe Flash Player 6 times over, and everything is loading.
Do you have
Are
it
you
open?
in
everything's
time?
out
Are you at time.it?
Time.is.
Why did you post time.it?
Because you're gonna find out in the fucking episode when it comes out.
Okay,
We went on a crazy Italian website adventure.
I'm gonna re-listen to the entire episode and then add in my own post commentary, and you need to edit it in really choppily. So you got to talk about something, and I'm
Well,
just
you're
like,
gonna riff
Yeah.
track a podcast you were on.
How about this? We'll have that as the bonus episode of this episode, like it's 100 episodes.
that would be horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
at time.it.
Okay.
Is,
Time.is. Okay, at 20.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the backstage production, folks. I was
We're
a little
saying-
early, but okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Good job
Are we
getting off
synced
the
and
entire
good to go
episode,
again?
Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good quality peak.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what we were talking about gelatin.
Or we?
Noah, what are your
Some
thoughts
people
on
want to
gelatin?
get rid of it, and you were talking about how it's good for soup.
It's good
Okay,
for chicken
so
stock. If you make
the-
chicken stock at home, it's good.
So the thing
Yeah.
about that is like, you don't eat the chicken stock. That's to me, that's not
What do you mean
gelatin.
you don't eat the
Gelatin,
chicken stock?
You put it in water and it melts. That's what the thing is. You don't
Well,
eat.
it's
You
still
don't
consumed.
yeah, but you don't just like. I'm a bit hungry. I'm just gonna take this solidified
I'm
congealed
gonna
mass of.
take it out of the fridge and cut it up into cubes.
I'm gonna take a bite out of this tube of chicken stock I got.
You
Like,
put it in.
y'all,
Oh my
I'm
god,
thinking
chicken
about-
stock and in gelatin form in those fucking like. Remember when like
I'm
Skippy,
thinking about a
when, like, you
whole
put it in like a
rotisserie
Gogurt
chicken
tube.
inside of a gelatin mold right
God.
now.
you
I
put
hate you.
you put chicken stock in a Gogurt tube.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, soup
God damn
tube.
it.
Go soup.
Can I opt out of
Oh
the
my god!
episode?
New idea, new proposal. Food 2, everything is in Gogurt tubes.
It's all Gert.
All right.
That's the
Getting
tagline.
dangerously close to like a
Food
young.
2,
dinner-
Gurt your
Dinner
splurts.
tube. It's dinner in a tube.
It's all
getting
Gert from
dangerously
here
close
on
to,
out.
like a
Food
dystopian
2,
young adult
it's what's in
novel.
the tube.
Jack, I swear to God, I've heard that
Food
commercial.
Food tube.
Food tube. Oh my god! And then there could be a fucking like cooking show about making all the food in the tube, and it'd be called the tube.
You get one of those sushi roller mats, but you use it for everything.
Basically, no, you just
You're
you just
like-
blend everything.
No, that's
How are you gonna get a fucking roast chicken inside a tube? You blend it.
You shred it up into
You
like
blend it
chicken
like
salad.
remember the Will It Blend show where they made Coke chicken?
Don't breathe that in.
chicken dust.
Don't breathe this.
breathe this.
God, I've always wanted to fucking
love that
try
guy.
Coke chicken when I was a
Coke.
kid, and I watched that show.
Jacob,
Yes.
have you seen those infomercials for that fucking food thing where it is a book and you take the pages out of the book and you put all the food on the paper and then you put the paper in the oven and cook it?
What the fuck?
What?
You,
What?
You use the book to cook. It is the
I thought you were
gonna
gonna go the path where like you take the page and you dissolve it in water and it tastes
I
like
thought
the
you were.
food.
I thought you were gonna say you tear the page out of the book and you put all the ingredients on there and then you roll it up and then you eat the paper tube with food in it.
Yes,
I mean,
that is
it's
a
like
better
because like I've heard
alternative.
of like things where like restaurants will have like scratch and sniff things on the menu so you can see how each food item smells.
Or like edible.
Honestly, I think it's just a good investment for the future to just turn everything in a tube. So in the future we could have
Yeah.
book tubes. You know, we could have
Tubes are
video
the
game tubes. It's
And
all
then
tubes from here
imagine
on
the
out.
fucking innuendo potential. Like, hey, you got a tube or you got a tube?
Oh, dude,
Okay,
that'd be
so-
such a good gag.
I
That'd
think
be
That'd be
such a
such a
great
good
gap.
bit.
Yeah, but then how much longer?
be a
until human
delectable
bodies
gap.
I
have
think.
tubes?
I really think the tube is the shape of the future.
Basically.
I mean,
We basically like go back to everything
gonna say you're
retro
wrong on
being
that,
like
Jack.
the boob tube because it was like named after like the video tube, whatever it was called, the photon tube,
to me,
Yeah.
this
Cathode ray tube.
cathode ray
this is-
tube. Thank you
This is
very
just
much.
getting dangerously close to like describing a young adult dystopian future. I'm not
There
sure.
was this
tube.
This is reminding me a lot of this really interesting book I read as a kid called Feed, where basically like, it was kind of like that, where everyone had like these implants, so they would constantly see like advertisements and shit like that. And there was this old character who had the first version of that, where it was basically just like VR goggles.
How old were you?
Probably like 10.
Okay, I was when you said when I was a child, and I imagined like 6-year-old Jacob reading dystopian novels.
My definition of me as a child was like me from like age like 4 to 13. Okay, it came out in 2002.
Unless you're using the pages of that book to cook, I think I think topic.
Cookbook.
Okay.
Tubes
Right,
are a good shape for stuff.
So
I think food to everything is a tube is a good proposal.
Food tube food tube.
Yeah.
And because I think if we're gonna bring about tubes as the shape of the future, we got to start with our food. And I think maybe because think about the tube-shaped foods that we already have. There's some of the best foods out there.
Remember when Skippy did like peanut butter tubes?
Yeah.
God, those were so good.
What?
A sushi roll.
Cheese
a
sticks.
Cheese
Slim
stick,
Jim.
a string
Okay,
cheese.
what about cock?
Cock
Also.
Further proposal, do you think that we should go one step further and make drinks in tube form?
Obviously. That's where the gelatin comes back in.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Cans are
I see.
already
So we're
kinda
going
like
to
that.
gelatinize all of our beverages, and then we're going to eat our beverages or slurp our beverages?
No, I think beverages should stay liquid. That's the thing.
Here's the thing though. Is a straw not a drink food tube?
No.
That
is a
straw is
tool.
tube.
That is, you don't
So
eat the
think,
straw,
like,
but
you know
we
how
could make an
Twizzlers,
edible
you know how
straw.
Twizzlers have that hole running through the middle, and you could use those as straws.
By the
So
way, I'm
something
just
like
going to
that.
interject
I've
this
done
here
that.
real quick, just so that Noah can experience the torment that I put everyone else through. Is
Yeah?
a food tube ravioli?
No, because it's
No.
open on both ends.
Yeah, no, a tube
A
implies
ravioli's
that
not a
it's- it's-
tube; it's a little envelope.
Do you
Yeah, a
eat the
cylinder.
tube? Do you eat the tube?
If
or is it-
you bite two ends of a ravioli, it is then a food tube.
If you bite two ends of a ravioli and not just eat the whole thing, you're a psychopath.
No, but
I mean, yeah.
So in food two food tube the reckoning is do you eat the tube? Do you eat the tube, or is the tube just a conveyance device?
Food tube, revenge.
maybe some of the tubes you can eat. Maybe like a like an ice cream cone.
Oh my god.
You could get so much more ice cream
Wait.
in there if it was a tube, and you could just eat it. Every bite would be the same size.
First
and
of
you could
all,
just eat it all the way down.
Jack, you're proposing a push pop, which exists.
Yeah, but it's a push pop, but it's waffle instead of
push
cardboard.
pop also is sort of like a sorbet popsicle stuff, not like the delicious vanilla ice cream you get at grandma's.
No,
house.
I've had like I've had like soft sorbet-esque push
Yeah,
pops.
or
At
like
summer
a
camp.
freezer pop or whatever they call those in your part of the country.
Oh yeah, like the
The plastic ones that
The
you rip
freezer pops,
apart.
yeah.
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 Okay, I had a brilliant idea. What if this food tube, again, not intentionally to get back to the ravioli joke. What if it was like a combos where the outside is a food?
Oh. And the inside is
So,
like a sauce or
The
a
thing
flavor.
about
Yeah.
that is, I think the majority.
It's like a 2-part epoxy.
It's like one big.
I think that's getting a little bit too close to the.
They're like,
toaster.
would you like the pasta tube, which is a pasta tube?
Pasta tube.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll try that. And then what they give me is basically one big long al dente rigatoni, and then on the inside is maybe some like beef and mushroom sauce, and it's real good.
That
Yeah.
actually
No,
sounds
I
good.
would eat
doesn't.
that. Do you
I
ever,
would-
you know that they have a thing in France where they take a baguette and they like drill a hole through it long ways, and then they put a long hot dog in there.
Fuck.
So it's like
yeah.
a hot dog, but the
What?
bun won't break because it's surrounded 360.
What you do is you get like like one of those like pastas that are like penne. You get penne, then you put a little
Yeah.
sauce and you eat it, and that's fettuccine.
Sure.
Okay, but imagine being a fly on the wall in the
Imagine
kitchen,
being a fly in the
watching
tube.
the invention.
Imagine being
like,
fly food. Okay, wait. We need
Please
to,
let
we
me
need
finish
to
this
get to
bit.
the next fucking idea. I'm
All
proposing this
food for
legitimately.
flies is tube food
No.
because they have a proboscis, which
Insect
is a natural
meat.
tube.
Insect meat is the future of food.
That's true. We are gonna have to start eating.
Problem
bugs.
is like, I don't want to look at cricket when I'm eating. So like,
Would you eat a fucking lobster?
No,
I
that's why
mean,
you
lobsters
puree
are
the
like
insects.
Lobsters
That's a
are
big
basically
bug.
insects. They're like literally related
No,
to
but
crustaceans.
lobsters-
Have you ever
And
seen
And
that
crustaceans
episode
are
of
literally
Good...
related to arachnids.
Have you ever seen that
Lobsters-
episode of Good Eats where Alton
Jacob.
Brown talks for like 4 minutes about how lobsters are basically big bugs, so it's
Yeah,
okay to kill
like,
them?
I
First
have.
of all, how dare you accuse me of not knowing every single episode of my blessed
It's a
show,
good
Good Eats,
show.
by my blessed host, Alton Brown.
But guess what? It's gonna be Tube Eats. It's gonna be good tubes.
We're getting back
And-
to tubes again.
Hang on,
Jacob.
adjunct idea. Food 2, every food show is hosted by Alton Brown.
I like that.
Divers,
We just have,
divers,
like-
drive-ins, and tubes.
We take out his brain.
Yes!
We take out Alton
I'm
Brown's
Larry.
brain.
Oh, fuck. I
and
was
we put
about
him-
to be Guy Fieri and I went into Larry the Cable Guy. God damn
Hey,
it.
when all food is tubes, Guy Fieri is going to eat all food by ripping a hole in the side and shotgunning it like a beer.
Fuck
Hell
yeah,
yes.
he will.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Fuck
smash it
yes.
against his head and he's gonna suck it out and then he's gonna like drink a San
Oh.
Pellegrino by pouring it on his like licking tongue.
San Pellegrino, for some reason, feels like a beverage that Guy Fieri is not into.
There's a gif of it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, it's Italian, so
You know what I just
I guess
realized?
so.
All right,
What?
so
I just realized.
Jacob, I just
What? Who did you ask?
no
what?
after you, no after
Go ahead.
you.
Oh, we've been gaffing around about meat tubes and stuff like that. That's,
no.
that is.
Oh no.
That is hot dogs.
That
No,
is
I
hot
thought-
dogs.
I was gonna. I
That
just
also
realized
is
we're
the
getting
McTube.
dangerously close to the McTube.
The
No.
but the
the
McTube can be
McTube?
real.
Excuse
in food
me.
too.
What the fuck is a McTube?
You'll
Um,
have to Jack.
go
You
just-
speak for it. You animated it.
The McTube is a old Cast Quiz Cast bit where it started out with like they were talking about how Wendy's burger patties are square, and so theoretically you could stack up enough of them that it would be a meat cube that was equal on all sides. And then Cole started laughing about something he had thought of and
Patron
explained
saint
that
of
like
podcasts is Cole.
yeah, and he said, what if to compete with the meat cube, McDonald's introduces a meat tube and it's in the shape of a big M.
And it made
And
Quinn
so they
very
start
angry.
goofing. They
Yeah,
start
it's-
goofing on the McTube. It's a really funny bit. You can see an animation of it.
Listen, no offense, but that just sounds
I
just.
did
By the way,
think
just
that
for
was-
everyone's
Okay.
sake, this episode is probably on my YouTube channel, Jacob Lufa, at youtube.com/YouTube. But I'm going to pitch this as a podcast for the Luminous
That's
Studios
pretty
podcast.
great that you parked youtube.com/YouTube.
Oh my god!
SEO
Wait,
on that
hang
is
on.
great.
Owned by YouTube.
Fucking the domain registration thing that you got, mozzarella.fun, is youtube.fun a thing.
No, YouTube has parked every TLD for YouTube, unfortunately.
But do you know
You can't
that?
get like youtube.biz.
No,
What
I don't
about-
want YouTube. I was on YouTube.fun or YouTube.gg.
I could also get mozzarella.gg.
Isn't
which is pretty
isn't
good.
dot .ninja a top level? Not a top level domain, but it's pretty down there.
You can get one. I'm thinking about now. I want to get the
Every
domain,
single
like-
one is like make offer.
I think maybe I want to get like ggggg.gg.
I want to get gg.gg.
Wait, what about like e.gg?
There's a
Oh
dot
my
site.
God.
There's
I'm going to
you
it-
can you can
I'm
get
going to it right now because
gg.site.
somebody's got to get it.
You can get gg.site for $3,250 a year.
The range of
So-
prices on web domains is insane because some of them are like, no, somebody owns e.gg, but it's like just a parking page, so maybe we could get it. E.gg is an insane website though because it's giving me a list. It's got glossy buttons, very Web 2.0.
By the
and
way,
it's-
I'm just pointing out podcast.2.com is taken, but podcast2
I'm gonna-
everything else is available.
I'm
Weren't
gonna
we talking
describe-
about food?
Yeah,
No,
we should
move
get
on
back
to
to
the
that
next-
probably.
Okay, we can move on to the next thing. I want to read the website e.gg to you guys, the website egg, because here are the it's a list of things, and there's a little square image, and then it's labeled, and it has a number next to it that I guess is how many posts there are in that category.
Family
And the
slash.
categories are a picture of candles, and it says general, a picture of a hockey puck on a plate, and it says business, a picture of a sign for Norwegian Cruise Line that says family and friends, a picture of a building somewhere that says corporate events, a picture of a dad and son in white dress shirts that says weddings, engagements, a picture of a guy sitting on the floor in a hotel lobby that says drone, a picture
See,
of
I'm looking at this. I
two
have all
guys-
different images. For me,
a
it's just
guy
like a
next to,
speck
like, a
in the
tool
sky.
chest that says sport. Here's a woman holding a microphone that says family. Here's somebody riding a horse, and it says horsey stuff. Only two posts in horsey stuff.
Oh,
Here's some
no.
people hanging out in a garage that says general again. here's a picture of a basketball hoop that says Rave-tastic, and then there's a picture of that same woman not holding a microphone, and it says private.
And this looks like
I really hope the owner of this website.
I
does
am
that.
also on egg.gg. It feels like a website you see in the corner of the screen on like Law and Order or something.
It looks like the kind of episode that you would see when you're trying to search for porn, but you misspell the title, and it's just like someone just grabbed the title and just like filled it with general porn terms.
Excuse me. What are you
hold
looking
on, I
for
got a
that you
related
misspell
story.
it and it's
Like,
egg?
no, like I'm talking about like where you type like prawnhub.com or something like that, and then it's just like, oh, look here for porn.
Prawnhub.com is all videos of shrimp.
Oh. You
Watch
saw
this
that.
fucking watch
That's
this
food
shrimp
too.
splooge all over these eggs.
God, somebody get a hold of Katie or whoever runs that Twitter, because I have a good April Fool's idea.
You
Oh
know
my
what's
God.
good? You know what's a good
Okay, but
food
no, let's
website?
face it, that's food too.
Crouton.net.
Hey, Jacob.
What?
Don't you pretend like you discovered Crouton.net when I posted it merely 2 minutes ago.
Wait,
You
where?
Pete?
Oh, I didn't even fucking see that.
You
I
are
would literally
a
like
bitch and
like
a
literally
fucker
like
and a
5
liar.
minutes ago I just typed it in just so I can remember to make that joke, and I just now saw that you posted it.
No, let's just steal. Let's kick me off the podcast.
We
What's
should
the point?
we should get to the next fucking topic for podcast
Yeah,
for
what's
food
the
too.
next-
Okay,
yeah,
here's
I'm-
okay. I really want to
All right,
fucking
okay,
get to
I got a
this.
pitch.
Really quickly.
Really quickly.
Jack, I don't know if you know this. On e.gg, it says like horsey stuff too. If you click on any of these, that's just the amount of albums. There's an album here of horsey stuff with over 1,500 photos.
Oh
Oh
no!
my God.
And it
We're gonna
says
save that for Horse 2, the
Is this
sequel
where
to
all the
Horse.
Facebook
too.
data goes? To egg
there's one with
egg.gg?
235 that says Pony 2015.
Wait,
Pony
the-
is like
yeah, the
pony is one of
images
those
are-
words that just it's like
Is
Vietnam
this just
War
like-
era memories.
Is this just like a stock photos website?
It's
Is that what
it's
this
gotta
is?
be.
No, because some of these look authentic. Like they were taken.
Holy
in your-
shit! In the business
Is this a
section,
website
this thing,
that like
this one has
is this a website that
18,000
like scrapes
photos.
people's social media for pictures and categorizes them so that businesses can buy them for ads?
I've made a beautiful podcast, haven't I?
What?
I'm looking at Rave-tastic now. I'm gonna check out Rave-tastic.
And if you click on the top
Right,
left
okay.
on an arrow, it brings up all these sister sites.
Jackopedia.com, quotation mark. I'm going to check out Rave-tastic.
Jack, I do not own Jackopedia.com, so
Well, let's see if it's available.
I think I searched for it and it was expensive.
Let's find out.
What the?
Jackopedia.club
real quick,
is
guys.
99 cents a year.
Whoa!
What's up, Orion?
That's a good
What's
deal.
up, Orion?
Guys,
I
Yeah?
got a pitch. It's from the Ideas channel.
Yeah, no,
Because
wait, I really want to talk about this one idea because there's a bunch of them, but I really like this one. But go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I don't think you guys understand. I'm digging into a rabbit
Okay,
hole
so-
here of fucking e.gg.
Noah, come back to us.
There's a sister
back.
site
Pulling
called
Noah.
wiki.e.gg
Don't go
and
into
it's
the
only
light,
an
Noah.
icon of lost.jpg.
Don't go into the light.
I'm closing out of it. Move on. What the fuck?
Trash. Continue.
Orion, what's your proposal for Food 2, the sequel to Food?
All right, okay. So we were talking in the Ideas channel
Yeah.
a couple days ago, and Jack suggested.
By the way,
food
now
with
is a good time to
blockchain.
mention that
Like,
you're
I'm good.
reporting live from a
Disclaimer.
Starbucks and the people behind you are very rowdy.
A rowdy
Yeah.
Starbucks.
I'm gonna say real quick. I don't know what blockchain is. Please don't at me.
Nobody on
But
Earth knows.
My suggestion.
Excuse me?
is-
Oh,
my-
blockchain.
My pitch is crypto.
Crypto.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yes.
Crypto food.
So basically, the text that I wrote was: Internet libertarians tell you it will be the next big thing and totally more sustainable than real food. So you waste years of your life data mining until you realize the food will never actually exist and it's worth nothing. And then Jack said,
I said Bytecoin.
Jacob said Bitcoin. Yeah.
Bytecoin is very,
And then-
very good.
And
Like,
we basically,
we kinda-
by the way,
we kinda, like, kept
first
bouncing
official
around.
merch, even though it's just Jack's product, you can
Yeah.
buy a Cryptoburger shirt.
So
The Cryptoburger shirt is good.
I said crypto.
It's absolutely
burgers and
going in
crypto
the video
fries. I
description
think
for
Jack
this
lost it.
podcast episode.
So
Thank you.
crypto food. You won't download a car. You absolutely would download a taco.
I would download a pizza
I
for
would
sure.
download food.
There's that
Absolutely.
fucking.
Yeah.
This
that's
kind
the-
of ties
no,
into
we've-
another idea that was on the list, which is 3D printable foods. That's very much like that
Yeah.
one Vine by Thomas
We've been-
Sanders where he 3D prints a pizza and he's like, "I'm in the future."
We've been joking about food tubes. I think the actual future of food is that you'll order it. it'll be when you're gonna go to like Domino's.com and you'll order a pizza and the pizza tracker will be extremely short because what you'll actually be doing is downloading a DRM protected pizza schematic file and sending it to your printer.
Hey.
And then you're it has canisters of dough and sauce and all the pizza material.
There's got a separate special slot for pineapple.
3D prints your food.
Yeah, and then it prints your za right there on your desk.
If you can buy all these materials, why don't you just make a fucking pizza?
Because people don't like to cook because they're cowards.
That's less fun.
Have you ever tried making a pizza? It's like so much work, and it's.
I've made pizza before. It's fucking nothing. You just go.
Yeah,
to
but you live in New
You
York.
buy the dough,
Like,
put it on a fucking skillet, and then put sauce and cheese on it, and put it under the broiler.
Sauce.
Jacob, you live in the Big Apple, New York City.
I live in the Big Apple. I ate pizza yesterday.
I think it's just
great.
something you learn in like elementary
I went to this place
school
called
there.
the Big Ragu. It was thick and doughy, and it had powdered sugar underneath it.
Maybe the future of food is like Star Trek food, and everybody just has a little machine built into the wall, and you just tell it what food you want, and then there's some sparkles, and then the food is there.
It's like that one thing in the Spy Kids movie where she just like materializes a Big Mac meal out of nowhere.
Which one came out first? Star Trek: The Next Generation or Spy Kids?
Probably
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I think Spy Kids is just like something eternal. Like,
let me see, Star Trek.
Spy Kids
The
has
Next
always been
Generation.
A DVD copy of Spy Kids was
And
unearthed
Spy
at an
Kids.
excavation site.
It was dug up
Are you
from the
implying
same
that
pit where
Spy
they
Kids is an
buried
SCP?
the ET Atari cartridges.
Yeah, they found Otzi the Iceman, and he was clutching a DVD of
Oh my
Spy
god,
Kids.
the Iceman! I haven't thought about that guy in years.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, they took it out of his hand.
He was like
Yeah.
bending. Here's a thought. Here's a side thought. Is Otzi dabbing?
What?
Look at him, because he's got his arms stretched across. Is he dabbing?
Hold on.
Oh,
is
fuck,
this?
he is!
He's dabbing.
Oh my god!
First of all, if you're gonna Google, it's OTZI, and be warned, it's a little spooky looking, but he's dabbing.
He's a ice mummy. He's a bog mummy, is what he is. He died. He drowned in a peat bog, and that's what preserved him because there was no oxygen in there.
man,
Just
Otzi-
relating it back to food, he
Wait.
looks like fucking some tasty barbecue.
He is.
So
kinda
He looks like a
doing
Peking
dab.
duck.
Otzi
Yeah,
died while
yeah.
walking into a bog while
Either
dabbing.
he's dabbing or he's sneezing.
Wait,
Or
wait,
he
wait.
looks like threw a wicked punch.
He was like, "I'm done herding these sheep," and then he held a dab, and he walked out into a bog.
Fucking the visual
That was
of
it. That
is
was
beautiful.
that was his job. I think he was a sheep herder. They determined based on.
I think they
Wait,
only found
okay,
like a
real quick,
club
Jack,
on
I
his
gotta
corpse
correct
or
you.
something like that, or like some hand axe.
No, he had stuff. He had tools. He had a cane. He had
yeah.
Jack, I gotta correct you on something though. He wasn't in a peat bog. He was preserved by
Oh,
ice.
okay.
That's why
I was
he is,
thinking of the
in
other
fact,
guy.
the Iceman.
Yeah, he was found on a mountain.
That makes more sense.
Should we get to the next fucking? Should we get
but
back
the
to
thing
fucking
is,
Cryptoburger?
The next idea for food too is that we should eat Otzi the Iceman.
He probably tastes like jerky.
He
He
looks
probably
crispy.
tastes real bad.
I would. I mean,
Also,
okay.
cannibalism. Here's a fun
Yeah.
fact. That would be cannibalism.
Yeah.
I
No,
really
he-
want to get to this next idea, even though I feel like we didn't put enough time into Cryptoburger, but there is merch for it, so just think on it. I really want to get to what might be the close to last idea. Food 2, we get rid of all the ones that aren't in Minecraft.
So food in
can we
Minecraft is like
list-
cake and steak and pork. I think.
And it's like all the meats, like they just recently added
all the
mutton.
foods that are in my. I'm gonna try and list off the dome all the foods they have in Minecraft.
No,
Carrot,
True.
a potato.
Just one.
bread.
There's one in the entire game.
Well, yeah, cookies. They got cookies. A cake. You can do a cake.
You got apples.
We've got beef and pork and chicken and horse. No,
And the
So
golden
is this
apples.
vanilla?
There's like two different
yeah,
versions of the golden
apples.
apple.
You've got apples are the only fruit, but
No,
sometimes
there's
you can
there's
put-
other. I swear there's other fruits.
Yeah, there's like
no,
watermelons and
apples
stuff.
are the only fruit.
What the
Everything
fuck?
else
They're
is
the
a
only
vegetable.
fruit.
there's melons.
There's beets.
There's melons.
Yeah,
There's
you
melons.
fuck.
Phew. Phew,
That's what I
thank you,
said.
God.
There's cocoa.
Noah, I appreciate your contributions.
Believe
You
it
are
or not,
appreciated.
there you can also eat rotten flesh. So Otzi the Iceman kinda, you know.
So,
So Otzi the Iceman confirmed for the new Minecraft
Well, he's-
boss.
well,
is
he's
OC
not-
the Iceman the root of all food?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because he ate food probably. So
Maybe he just like ate a finger and that's what kept him going.
No,
We
he's
don't
got
know
all
that.
of his fingers. You
What
can
if that
look.
pose is like him like ripping off, like he like was like had a Slim Jim to his mouth, ripped it off, his arm just went like that, and then he fell on the ice and died.
It does. It looks like he has that momentum of the Slim Jim snap. Also, don't look at the Ideas channel.
He does look
I'm
like he's
looking
made
at
out
the
of Slim
Ideas channel.
Jims
It's
a
a
little bit.
very like
He looks
bit
like a-
crushed oatsy.
He looks like a Jack Link's teriyaki man.
Between that and the Time.it man, I'm really having a tough time deciding what's going
And
to go on the
immediately
cover.
above it is a picture of an action figure's crotch zone.
Yeah, that's
Probably should put a corpse as the.
Okay,
that's
so
the Ken Doll
question.
situation.
Let's get back
The
to
Ideas channel is
Minecraft.
just-
Let's get back to Minecraft. Here's the
Okay.
thing that I
Will they look-
Where
really
did I-
like about
Hey,
Minecraft.
shut up.
No,
Will they
there's,
look
I
exactly
know there's
like they
more
do in
foods in
Minecraft?
there that I forgot about.
Here's the thing I really like
There's-
about Minecraft food is that basically the highest valued food is the stuff that's tough to make. Like cake is like gold. And that's
It's
like
got a lot of
I want
ingredients.
food to come back to like I want the society to come back to a point where like we're all about food. We're all about like effort put into things. A
yeah, I
communist
think this would be
utopia of
This will be a
cake.
healthy inversion of the current state of food, where things that are more processed are actually harder to get.
And it's like also like the alternative is like that fucking show on BuzzFeed where they're like they like eat the cheapest food that's really good, and then they like eat something that's like covered in gold and like
Worth it.
like fucking tapioca and whatnot. It's like that's
Yeah.
useless. I don't want gold in my food. I want food.
$3,000 cake versus Minecraft.
Yeah, fuck you, $3,000
Wait, so
cake.
question. Would all the food look like it does in Minecraft?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
It'll be 3D printed, so it's in blocks.
If you have a Minecraft apple in real life and you like walk around it, does it stay 2D and follow you?
Absolutely, everything is like everything is 3D printed. It's in sheets.
I think it's a flat apple that you can hold like a cookie.
Hashtag flat apple.
It's a whole apple that acts like a slice of an apple.
Invest
Basically, all
in
food is
flat apple.
actually
And
just
you
cookie
could-
cakes,
and
but
you
it's
know
like
what?
designed to look like Minecraft food.
It's a huge improvement on an apple because you could just like stick it in your back pocket.
You can
Yeah.
stick an apple in your back pocket if you got like Jinkos.
If you've got if you've got one of your butt cheeks carved out so it's concave, then maybe.
I mean, hey, some people
try
like
and
to
sit down
have
with
big
an apple
flappy jeans but have no ass, so
What
that they
about,
can store
like-
all their apples.
Listen, I'm gonna biohack myself, so I just have like a hole in my arm, and then in that hole, I'm just gonna put in like all the Slim Jims I can. All the like,
It's
mini
like that one
sausages.
fucking like Tim and Eric bit where they like have like a second stomach where you put all the bad stuff.
Yeah, or the brooch. You're gonna be basically like Inspector Gadget, but only for cured meat.
I would fucking kill to be Matthew Broderick, Inspector Gadget,
Why?
because that was the joke.
I would kill to be Matthew Broderick in Inspector Gadget, because the one thing I do not like is having a career.
I would kill Matthew
Oh,
Broderick.
That's rude.
I'm insane.
Matthew Broderick killed someone.
Guys.
What?
He did like a manslaughter thing where he was driving his car and like hit someone driving a bike or something.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's
Inspector
fucked.
Gadget killed someone?
In the 90s, yeah.
That's legit fucked, though. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it is fucked.
What?
How
the
many
fuck?
celebrities do you think have killed someone other than Matthew Broderick?
I think all of them. Like Wes Anderson, I think.
This
I think a
podcast,
lot.
this food
Listen, I
podcast
love
is
Wes
gonna
Anderson
take
movies.
over.
He gives off crazy murder vibes.
It's
Wes
the
Anderson
industry
has
to get into
Welcome to
Hollywood.
Podcast
Skeletons in
2,
his
the
closet.
sequel to everything, and also celebrity murder speculation.
TMZ 2, the sequel to TMZ. Everything is about murder.
TMZ 2MZ,
God damn it, Jack! Stop being so good at marketing.
or maybe it's TM2 so that the logos look the same.
Man, what the fuck are we doing
Ooh.
with our lives right now? Though
We're
for
making a
real.
podcast
We're
about how
changing
food
the
could
world.
be better. I really think we didn't spend enough time on Cryptoburger.
We need to touch on
and
Cryptoburger, and then we need to wrap things up.
digital food.
All right.
Because here's the thing: it's again, infinite. You could have Minecraft food with Cryptoburger, and it'll make
Yeah.
the same noise. Like it'll make that same noise.
That is a good sound.
That's the best part of Minecraft food.
I always try to replicate
See, I
that
think
food.
what's,
I always try to replicate that sound when I eat food, but
It'd be hard
When
to
I
do
hold
that
up
with
an
like a
apple-
food tube. You can't spurt your girt and then be like.
What if it's like, so, you know how you can stack certain foods in Minecraft? What if you get a food
Yeah.
tube, you 3D print a food tube, and you open it up, you pop open that top, and you, like, toss
It's like
it
a
over.
rolled little like thing.
they're like Rolos, but they're apples.
It's
No,
like a
like,
pancake
you-
pocket.
It's just like apples or pork or Minecraft cakes, but they're stacked inside. So you can just
Fruit
pull it out.
rolls, fruit roll-ups, Fuck.
Fruit leather.
God damn it. We already
No.
did
It's
that.
like a stack. It's like a stack of cards, and you put rubber bands around it to hold all your apples in place.
And then you
And
say
then,
pick
like,
a card, any
yeah.
card, and then you just throw them all on the
And
ground.
then
And
here's the
and
thing.
then-
Here's the thing about easily transferable flat foods. They can become a new currency.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can go back to the
That's
Minecraft
true.
communist utopia.
Yeah.
We can have crypto fruit.
I think the fact that we keep circling back to food tubes.
Yeah,
It
I
really
think
is.
like
I like
we do
food
need to
tubes
wrap
a
up
lot.
because I think it's been like at least an hour. Food tube. I think that's like the most solid idea of like the sequel
Is
of food.
okay. What's the subtitle? Is it food to : food tube?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
All
that
right.
just like
Yeah,
made itself.
let's do
That
that.
proves how perfect it is. It's just like
All right.
there.
So I think
Yeah.
unless there's any other consents on any other ideas about ravioli or
Yeah.
wait, real quick. Food 2. You want fucking beetroot?
That's a Minecraft food.
That's a Minecraft.
so-
That is a Minecraft food.
Ingredients.
What?
And you can put it in a tube.
Yeah, they got beets in there now.
Yeah.
Beets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a deep cut as far as vegetables go
It's
for
like-
one to add.
But
they
here's the
got
thing:
'em.
can
Wait,
you do
okay.
like the Stardew Valley kind of thing where you can turn sugar from beets?
No.
Well then, fuck. Stardew Valley
no,
is
you
beating-
can make.
Here's an
You
idea.
can make one thing with beets, and it's soup, and it takes a lot of them, and it's not very good.
Here's an idea: food 2. Anything you can eat in Stardew Valley, because Stardew Valley food looks so good. Like that, it's like strange bun. I want to eat that strange bun.
All right.
So
I
is it
think it's
also have
food.
I had a thought,
I think
but
food
lost
2
it.
is food tube.
Yeah, food tube. I vote
Yeah.
for food tube.
Yeah,
I vote for food tube.
Let's make it 3D printed.
Well, it's like because
Yeah.
that loops so much into it. It can be a tube where it's just a
Well,
Gert.
think about it
It can
about
be a
okay.
Gert. It can be a rolled up food leather.
Let me-
or it can
I
be
think
3D
here's
printed.
an idea.
You go up to,
Here's
like,
an idea for specifically for the tube thing. Have you ever been at maybe a fair or maybe a arcade fun center or something, and they have that thing where for like $1 you get a long plastic tube, and then you go around and you fill it up with these different colored sugar powders, and you customize
yeah.
a
Yeah.
pixie stick.
You can make. Let's
Think
like,
about
yeah.
imagine a thing that is like the Coke Freestyle machine, which by the way was invented by the Segway guy.
Wait,
What the
excuse
fuck?
me?
Yeah, people think okay.
God
people
bless
think
that
this-
man for making the greatest invention ever.
People think that
That's
the
kind of a
guy who
weird
invented the
aside.
Segway died in a Segway accident, but that's untrue. It was a guy he sold the company to who unfortunately died in a Segway accident.
Well, shit.
And then the Segway guy went on to invent
the
Coke, the fancy
Coke guy
machine.
is still alive.
The Segway man is still alive,
God bless
and
the United
he's
States of
actually a
America.
very cool guy, and he runs a robotics competition for high schoolers. And but anyway,
I
I'm
fucking
thinking
love
about
America.
He's
Yeah, you,
still
like,
go to-
alive
you go
despite
to,
my best efforts.
Don't kill the Segway man, Noah.
what?
You
Don't,
can't
he's a
stop
cool
me.
dude.
He's the only way I can get Mellow Yellow in New York City.
What?
Okay,
Yeah, dude,
if
Mellow
you're in
Yellow's
New York
good.
City, go to 14th Street, go to the fucking Five Guys. They've got a freestyle machine, and you can get Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow's great.
It's so good, and you can get
what I was
peach
gonna
flavored
say
Mellow Yellow.
Also, to
is imagine the
Okay,
Coke
so to my
Freestyle machine,
viewers
but you
in
know
Southern
you know what
California,
they've
get
got in the different buttons dispensed out of the nozzle on this one? It's a dinner freestyle machine, and so the buttons are labeled like gravy, mashed potatoes,
Why was I thinking
peas,
gravy
rice,
too?
Wow.
chicken. And so you construct you hit them in
Chicken.
what order
Spurt a
you
whole
hit them
chicken
in
out of it. But here's the thing: like again, we have
You
to
hit them in
we have
what
to
order
agree on
you
the
want to
consistency. Is it
experience
just like
this-
a rolled up flattened chicken, or is it a
I
chicken
think
goop?
I think it's shredded.
It's
I
a
think it's
slurry.
chopped
It's
up.
a slurry of chicken.
It's a goop. It's a gurt. It has to be girdable.
I don't think it's girdable. Girdability
tube.
is not a top priority.
Gurt
Food
levels are
tube
off the charts,
colon-
Captain.
But I
Food
think
tube,
okay,
colon,
but I
food
think
tube, food tube colon. I don't think it's
Food tube, girdable. Food tube, the girdable meal. No regret.
Girdable meat.
Food tube, the girdable meal. No regrets.
Oh my god,
I think we
Jacob.
have something here. I think we have something here, my friends.
That's the full title of this episode, huh?
Yep. All right.
I think it should just be the
I
sequel
think
to
that's.
Food,
I think
probably.
that's everything. Are we good to wrap up?
Well, I
Yeah,
did have
well,
one last
okay.
food idea for you, Jacob.
One last
Since-
proposal, even though we've already agreed on the successful food too. But go ahead.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
so
Well,
submit your
this
losing
isn't
proposition, Noah.
this isn't necessarily asking for a sequel to food, but more so something food related. You live in New York City, also known as the Big Apple, but
The Big Apple.
I mean, let's be honest. How many apples do you guys really eat?
Not enough, to be honest.
Yeah, so I feel like
I actually used to eat.
I feel like they should rename the Big Apple to something that more so reflects New York.
The big
Like
calzone.
the big tube. The big slice.
New York City, the big ravioli. Let's end the episode.
Oh,
All right, so
the
let's
big
wrap
tube.
up. On behalf of everyone,
No, we got.
I'd like to
Here's how we got to do it.
apologize.
I'm ripping off of Cast Quest Cash. We got to let everyone promote something that they're up to, or just say where you can find them. So,
Just- yeah.
Orion.
Oh shit. Okay. I have a Twitter. Orion at OrionCJR.
You drop
I'm gonna
porn
warn
and
you.
stuff.
I do. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like,
It's
if you're gonna
great.
follow me, just be aware of that. Thank you.
It's very good porn. Trust me.
It's only like 3 images.
It's full. It's there's
Still
a lot
good.
of
It's
shrimp.
good quality. I can't fucking draw that. Fucking
Thank you.
jizz coming out the nose. It's great.
Please don't out me. Don't out me.
Jackopedia.
It's
Jackopedia.
It's jam packed with shrimp. You can find me at Jackopedia on Twitter and Instagram. Jackis.online is where you can find my portfolio. I do a lot of design work. I made the cover for this podcast. If you make a podcast or like you want graphics for something, hit me up. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I tweet about Deep Space Nine a lot.
And there will be a link to your T Public page.
Yeah, I made the Cryptoburger shirt if you want that. I think it's still on sale. What else? I make a few other podcasts on Luminous Studios. One of them is called History Nugs, and it's a fun show I make with my friend Sarah where we talk about goofy history stuff. I make a show with Quinn Wolf called This Thing Is Bad, where we take big popular media franchises and explain why like maybe they're actually flawed.
Which, by the
and
way, I
make a
desperately want to
podcast-
be a part of.
If you want to guest,
I gotta get.
I just gotta think of
Also, you do dead ends occasionally.
I do make a show called Dead Ends like whenever I have the time to put one together. It's about weird stories from obscurity that everyone forgot about, and I kind of dig them up and polish them and make a little audio piece about them, and it's pretty good. There's actually, I don't know when this will come out, but I have a new Dead Ends coming out on Monday, April 23rd.
It's probably gonna
So-
be up by then.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
Okay, real quick, I hate to like circle back to me. You put me on the spot.
Okay, back it up.
I forgot. I also have an Instagram that's also OrionCJR, and I have an art station where I upload like my safe for work artwork.
All right.
But it's not OrionCJR, it's Orion Project.
All right. Noah,
What about you? Promote you, kid.
you're on this fucking channel. I do dumb stuff, and I still have a broken leg. It's great.
Well, following the prolific Jackopedia, I shaved my legs
but
today.
not following the non-prolific Jacob the Loofah.
Of course. No, I have a YouTube channel that doesn't have any videos. It's Effectator,
You delete all your videos?
EFFECTATOR.
Or do you just
No,
not do
I
them
just
anymore?
don't upload ever. I have
We
a
need to do
Twitch
more
channel.
Gmod videos. We need to spin.
We do. I have a Twitch channel where I don't stream, which is twitch.tv/Effectator. I have a SoundCloud where I make shitty chiptune music for Cast Quest
That's
Cast and
shitty. It's
other.
great.
Thank
You've
you,
got an
Jacob.
Instagram where you post your beautiful face.
I wasn't going to promote my Instagram, but thanks for
I
complimenting
did.
me, Father. I have
Don't
a
say that to me ever again.
I have a record label called Arbitrary Phrase Records, and I'm a nonprofit organization that helps independent artists get their music up for streaming. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at @aphrase_records, and
A.
I
Frazier.
have a Bandcamp for my my demos that I released, but those fucking suck, so don't listen to them. Seth.
Okay, so going off all these people who have their shit together, I think the only thing that I remotely have is a Twitter, and I only have 3 tweets, and they're
Fuck
not
yeah.
all very good.
Those
Keep
better
that
be worth
brand.
it.
There's like that one
Okay.
Twitter that like only like tweets about like a coffee dad. Do your brand as like the 3 tweet guy.
No,
Wow.
see, the thing is, my 3 tweets aren't very good, and I think that's just going to scare off
That's
people.
your brand.
Okay, can I read my tweets really quick?
Yes.
The 3 tweets I have.
In fact, no. It's not that you can read your tweets. You have to read your tweets.
Okay. The first one I posted was the first 5 seconds of Tyler the Creator's Yonkers play as I punch and roughhouse into a 5th grade ice cream social. The next one is since Toys R Us is finally closing, I'd love to them to arrest and execute that fucking giraffe for what he did.
Beautiful. Flawless.
And last one, March 24th. These were all posted like in 3 days. The last one is from March 24th. Very night before I go to bed, watch Fraggle Rock intro music, hoping to be taken away in the ether. And I would like to also, I would also like to note that my avatar is Jay Leno, but his face is upside down. So it's all just like
This
a
would be the
general,
best tweets in the world. What are you talking about?
Seth Slimy Rollins, Wint 2, Drill 2. Drill 2, the sequel to Drill, it's Seth.
Don't put me on that fucking pedestal, I'll kill you. It's at Set Sly Roll, SETSI.
Because you're Seth Slimy Rollins.
SETSLIROL, I believe. Don't follow me. I don't fucking care. I don't log on to Twitter anymore, as you can tell.
I'm following you and I'm reblogging every tweet. Okay.
All right.
That's not what they call it for
Thank
tweets.
you very much for joining us for the pilot episode of Podcast 2.
I'm really sorry.
The Pilot 2.
Pilot 2, the sequel to Pilots. Hopefully, I mean, next episode is definitely going to be on this channel, but possibly next episode will be first uploaded to the Luminous Studios SoundCloud. If not, oops.
You really think
Thanks for joining us for Pilot 2, our 21 Pilots fan cast.
Pilot 2, the prequel to 21 Pilots.
Thank you for joining us for 2, where we just talk about the number 2 and how, you know,
and thank
it's
you
succulent
too
curves.
for joining us.
I'm gonna kill you for that fucking
Welcome
fun.
to My Dick 2, the sequel to Dick. Let's
I
close
think you
the
should
episode.
just fade out. I think you should end the episode by just fading out the last like 40 seconds.
No, they're hearing everything. Goodbye.
Bye. Fuck.
Bye.
A podcast where it starts fading out from second one and lasts for an hour.
And done.
I went to tim.is to see if there was anything fun there, and it's
No.
telling me it's an insecure connection.
Nothing
so
can beat
there.
time.it and food.it. Oh
What
my God.
about...
I'm still looking
Okay.
at all these. I'm going to mozzarella.info.
I guess
it's
because-
available.
I
I'm
guess
gonna-
because